Well, I hope you've had a fantastic Tuesday. If you're like me, you noticed it was a little bit humid today. By Portland standards anyway. And tonight, I think we're going to head for a slow cool down as clouds increase. 78 degrees in your forecast at 7 o'clock this evening, 74 at 9 o'clock, and by 11, we're still hanging right in there close to 70 degrees as the clouds kind of slow our cool down. Tomorrow, another mild morning starting at 64. Lunchtime, it's 71 degrees, and we finish off the day at about 82 tomorrow afternoon. Now, outside right now, it depends where you look, what you see. I mean, you either see gray skies or you see blue or maybe a combination as we look off to the east here, or northeast, from our KOIN tower camera in downtown. 81 degrees, the current temperature, and a bit of a northwest breeze. Now, we are mainly dry on live Doppler. Got a few sprinkles up towards Chehalis, a couple more towards Salem, and off toward the central coast. But otherwise, it's quiet. Different story from yesterday. We ended up with almost a quarter inch of rain in Portland. Our wettest days for July and August. Would you look at this? The top two wettest days of the last 2 months have been the last 2 days. All of these days have been in August. Kind of suspicious, like almost like Mother Nature's trying to tell us something about a change in the weather that's underway. We'll see how that goes. All right, 81 was the high today in Portland, 85 in Salem. Wow, 70s in Astoria, and then we pushed 90 some places east of the mountains. We've got a rain zone, as I'm calling it. It's basically a weak storm front or disturbance that's offshore, and it's kind of a thread in the needle here, staying mainly offshore and riding south to north. But it does wiggle or kind of work its way inland a little bit this evening. It's getting a little push that'll bring it in a little more, so we could see a shower in the valley, but will we see the downpours like we saw some places last night? No, I don't think so. Probably no more than a shower, and then that's all gone. Now, what about the Labor Day weekend? I've already had people asking, how's it going to turn out? Well, for the start of the Labor Day weekend, I believe that the cool and rainy weather is here, and Portland and Vancouver and south, we're in the warm and sunny zone, so that's a good way to start the weekend, right? It doesn't last, though. By the end of the weekend, the storm track drops, and now we're in the cool and the rainy zone, certainly west of the Cascades and probably both sides by the time we get into Labor Day. So more on that in the 7-day forecast. Let's talk about what's happening tonight and tomorrow now. And here's our rain and cloud forecast. This is tonight at 8:30. You can see a few possible showers over the Cascades. Here in the valley, it's mainly dry, but again, an isolated shower later tonight, and certainly some along the coast seem reasonable. Tomorrow morning, it's mostly dry out the door, a few sprinkles or drizzle along the coastline. Otherwise, it's just more of that filtered sunshine, the clouds cruising around at lunchtime, and a mainly dry day again tomorrow, pumping in some warm and somewhat humid air from the southwest. So temperatures, 70s in Seaside, 80s in Salem and Eugene, 80s and 90s east of the Cascades, and through the gorge, we'll see 80s with 71 for a high at Government Camp. Now, here in the metro area, we start at 63 tomorrow morning, so it's another warm start. We end up at 82 degrees in both Portland and Vancouver tomorrow. Then Thursday, I think we're going to get some showers in here. It looks wet at times, so we cut back our highs to 75. Friday is 78 degrees. Saturday is back into the 80s. Very nice. But on Sunday, we see eventually some rain rolling in. Right now, it looks like it'll be later in the day. I sure hope that's true. Let's push that all the way to Tuesday, as a matter of fact. But right now, actually, for kids going back to school on Tuesday, it looks like it's going to be partly sunny in mid-70s. So that's pretty good.
Okay, well, we'll focus on Saturday.
It's very nice.
All right. Thank you, Bruce.